Hey everyone! Today we're going to be looking at how you can get some big gold from the low-level herb. Might get a bit mathy at times, so please do try to bear with me. To start with, a little disclaimer, this hustle is for beginners to gold making. If you already have tons of gold and inscription, you are likely to be better off making dark moon cards. But this particular gold making technique has a low cost of entry, you don't need maximum level, and it can be very lucrative. I still just pop in and out of this myself just to top up the gold pile. I quite enjoy seeing it come in, to be honest. So before I started putting this video together, I cleared my character's bags and gave myself 500 gold to start out with. So throughout the video, in the footage, you'll see me going through the steps listed here to make a bit of extra gold myself. Right now, just as we're getting started though, a quick request from me. Please do take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It is so helpful, it really does help me out. Thank you. Now, we all know by now you can buy current herbs to mill, so things like Cinderbloom or Whip's Tail. You can use the green pigment to make dark moon cards, and the white pigment you can either trade to make dark moon cards or trade to make some glyphs. At current prices, you're looking at an average cost of about 20 to 25 gold per glyph, depending on if there's particularly high pressure on the current herbs or not. But there is another way where you can craft most glyphs for much cheaper, and that is what we're going to cover off today. In order to do this, I'm going to go through the full process from start to finish. Right then, first, let's consider some glyphs that we're going to target. Now, I know that fire mages are popular right now, so what I'm going to do is pick fire mage as my first target here. I'm going to go to Wowhead and use the fire mage guide there, since I think that's where a lot of players find the basics of their class. I'm going to find the glyph section of the guide and going to check which glyphs are recommended here. We know that these ones are going to be popular, they'll be good sellers. So start then with Glyph of Fireball. I'm going to right click it, open in tab, check quickly what level of herbs are required. Let's see then. So this glyph requires Ink of the Sea and Resilient Parchment. So Ink of the Sea is a Wrath of the Lich King glyph. We'll get the pigment required for this from milling any Wrath of the Lich King herb. I'm going to go then to JP Morgan, and I can see that this herb, Adder's Tongue, I'm going to choose 40 silver per unit. And we know on average we're expecting to craft one glyph for 10 herbs. That means then it's going to cost us 4 gold to craft this glyph. This glyph is currently on sale for between 20 gold and 175 gold. It's a Bis glyph for a Bis spec of a Bis class. It's going to sell by the bucket load. Now, in this case, I only looked at Adder's Tongue, but we can take a quick peek just in case and look at Ice Spawn and Lich Bloom. So Ice Spawn is 58 silver and Lich Bloom is over 1 gold. So in this case, Adder's Tongue is definitely my best bet here. I'm going back to Wellhead now. I'm going to do the same thing again. This time I'm going with Glyph of Evocation. It's a major glyph, and I remember how useful this was while leveling. Not that I'm biased at all. Okay, so this one just needs Jade Fire Ink ×3, which is Emerald Pigment. Harder to remember which herbs mill into which pigments for the lower level expansions. So I'm going to quickly search on the TSM Discord for an image that I know that I saw there. So I found it in the pins in the Cataclysm general channel, and it's suggesting Dragon's Teeth and Khadgar's Whisper. I'm going to check out Khadgar's Whisper then. It is 40 silver on my server, 33 on Firemore Alliance, goes up to around 50 silver on most others. So we'll call it around a 5 gold crafting cost. Let's look at what this glyph sells for then. So between 10 and 25 gold. If you're on one of the servers that has it for 10 gold, I'd probably consider checking the volume of sales. If there is, say, under 10 for that price, and then it jumps up to 20, and you can afford to drop 100 gold, then I'd consider them buying out so you can get more profit. Otherwise, you can either say, A, this glyph isn't worth my time right now and just leave it. B, craft a bunch and then just keep an eye out for the price to change. Or C, accept the 5 gold profit and sell at current price. I'll do one more quickly then. This time let's go with Glyph of Molten Armor. This one is easy to figure out since we did one using Ink of the Sea earlier on. We already know this is going to be 4 or 5 gold. So then how much will this one be selling for? Right now between 30 and 130 gold. There's another way that you can judge the glyphs you want to make gold on, and that is by using TSM. So if you take the image that I've linked, you can check which herbs are cheap, their mill and ink. After that, you can buy the parchments and pop them into your bag. This way you get a great view of what you can craft. Then TSM will give you the sale rate. Anything above 0.1 is fine, 0.2 is excellent, and anything above that, focus on those glyphs. The profit listed by TSM can be a bit flaky if I'm honest. You know how much you spent on your ink, so just check prices and choose what to post. Now I'm posting glyphs using TSM, so I'm going to choose my minimum price here. I'm going to go with 24 gold. I think that's pretty fair, gives a good profit, and there'll be loads that are higher than that. You might notice if you're looking at the video at the same time as listening that I don't actually know all of the glyphs. I've missed a whole bunch. That was because I decided stupidly to re-roll my inscription characters. So yeah, there you go. Now the way that you learn your glyphs is Minor Glyph Research, which is a daily cooldown, Northrend Glyph Research, daily cooldown, and Book of Glyph Mastery. Now there's 56 glyphs on that one. There's no cooldown, but you need to buy each one from the auction house. So I've learned all the trainer glyphs, I've learned all the Book of Glyph Mastery glyphs, but unfortunately I've not actually done my training every single day, so I don't have all of the minor or Northrend glyphs. Now I'm hoping that I've given you enough detail here today so that you can go off and create your own glyph empire whatever server you're on. But if you do have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'm really happy to answer them and go over some of the finer points for you. It's incredibly easy to miss things when you're putting this type of guide together. My last point is that you'll see in the footage of the video, my sales actually started off really slow. Reset isn't a great night for glyphs in my opinion, since people tend to play their main character first, and usually they're going to already have their glyphs. But whatever day or time you post on, you might find the same thing. Nothing sells and it's really disappointing. Maybe prices shifted and some of them are below your threshold. Whatever happens, as annoying it is, just try again. Glyphs are great, they do sell, but sometimes you're going to have to be a little bit patient and your gold will come. Anyway, I really hope you found today's video useful. Let me know in the comments if this is working for you. If you enjoyed this video today, please do like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye!